So my life is so bad, you know, that um, I'm doing something that I hate the most, and the job that I'm doing, I used to love that job very much. But for the last 6 months, it has been nothing. No, not even 6 months. Not 6 months. I should not falsify this. So I'll say last 2 to 3 months approximately. All starts at March or before that actually. Let's say February, March, around that it all starts. My life has been a hellish life, and I have never felt dead till those months. I bought everything that is necessary when it comes to content creation. Best microphone, maybe cheap microphone, but affordable microphone which offers better quality. I got the very good camera, a better camera to be very honest, when it comes to content creation. Um, I have the best PC that I can ask for. I have MacBook Pro as my personal carry system, and all I this bought strategically because I wanted to create content. And obviously, I was loving my job uh, when I started my job where I'm currently working, where I have now dropped my resignation. So I love creating content, and for some reason, I have stopped. I don't know what has happened to me. For the last 4 days, I've been going to hospital and taking around 14 to 15 tablets a day. Gave me a lot of time to think about my life choices. Um, uh, Now all I care about is myself at this point. So I just want to fix my whole life. So let me tell you a very interesting story. Back in 2019, 2020, so exactly when I passed out of my, uh, I say 12th standard. That's when I passed out. And since that time, um, I was creating content. So when I was in 12th standard, I was creating content. I was used to create blogs, vlogs specifically. I was a Mumbai Gun Nickel fan. Started from there. PC Neistat was another person who inspired me. Um, and I used to kind of enjoy it, to be honest. I had this old Samsung, I think, but J2 it was. J2, J3, something it was. Um, Samsung had a J line back then, a J2, costing around 8,000 or something. It had a very good front camera back then. And I started creating content. I started editing, posting. So I remember I used to use um, Lightworks. It was the video editing software which was cheap. It was free and it was damn nice. I was not aware of, yeah, I was aware of Premiere, no doubt. But neither did I had the computational power to process, nor did I have enough skills to utilize that tool. Second thing was nobody was gonna give me money for those. Uh, but now when I have almost everything not almost everything actually, to be very honest. Like I have a light also which turn. I'll just show you. Interest. This is nice. I don't know whether it's in the morning. So I don't know whether it will work or not. Like the light will come on my face or not. But yeah, I have that. Like I have all the necessary equipments when it comes to content. Then again, let's come back to 2019. I was creating content. and I kind of enjoyed it a lot. But the issue was I got carried away, and I said certain things on a particular video, which damaged my reputation, or rather my family's reputation. Since I live in such a civilized society, created a chaos in my life. I almost like my dad is always ready for such he's very opportunistic when it comes to these stuff. Yeah, so I was almost out of my diploma because this happened in 2021 when I was in 2020, sorry, when this happened right before COVID, to be very honest. And eventually my family members were pretty happy about the fact. That's what I heard later. They wanted me to do this mistake. I basically use curse words. So like, um, I should have muted those words. I guess that was the issue. Using of curse words. Meanwhile, they were openly doing the same stuff. Huh? By the way, just to clarify. Yeah, they were allowed to do that stuff. They had that liberty. I didn't have. Like they openly used to curse. They still openly curse, but I don't have that liberty. I am kind of a punching bag for everyone at this point. Not even kidding. Seriously. Yeah, I'm not seriously. So yeah, but light is not coming. But there is a light. Yeah. When I'm not creating any content for now, some reason. That's what I felt. But now, since I had these 4 days to sit down and think about what is going on in my life, how I'm fixing these things, I came to a sudden realization that what I'm doing with my life is not what I actually do with my life. I was doing everything right back in 2019. I was very disciplined, um, very much disciplined, to be honest. I had these, I had a very good habit of book reading. I used to meditate. I used to exercise on time. So I was in a very good shape, very good shape. And I was learning a lot of things, trying to implement a lot of things. That's when I actually started doing podcasts. So nobody knows, but there is a podcast named as UV Says Podcast, where I've just recorded one uh, solo episode where I talk about I think Apple Watches and Google Watches or something to that context. I don't remember anymore. And I used to love making content. I still therefore all this setup and all, and yeah, I was pretty much in. I loved hacking. I started into cybersecurity when I was in my college, because that's when I discovered cybersecurity as a profession properly, uh, because of my good friend Sagar Thakur. Specifically, there are a lot of Sagar. He introduced me to these communities and all this, and quite frankly, I love what I do, and I was doing everything properly, so I was disciplined enough. But when a particular book and a particular incident, like there were three different incidents that happened. I might sound like three mistakes of my life, but believe me, yes, there were properly three mistakes of my life. So I'll tell you the exact domino effect that happened. So I was reading about a book. I was reading a book. There is someone who came into my life, and then that video thing happened. Okay, so it was kind of a domino effect. So first was I started reading about a book which I like to actually show you. You know what? Wait, I'll show you. So this is that book I was reading back then. Believe me, today I want whenever I see this book, I just want to burn it. Yeah, because when I read this book, everything around me started to fall apart. Not even kidding. So when I read this book, everything, I actually created an illusion around me, which was me progressing, which I was in a way, not exactly properly I was progressing, but at least there was a hope for me to progress. So and I started creating content. I started creating. I did a lot of stuff. I was into music. I was creating beats. I still do sometimes for time pass. Not professional. I never want to pursue that professionally because I know I don't have music theory. I don't have a voice in me. Neither do I have music theory in me. But that is still again a skill that you can learn. But that's different thing. Moving on. All of this is going on, and this I read this book. Is someone who came into my life. So when I read this book, my entire illusion that I created around me, uh, which was basically I am becoming something that I was not knowing what I'm becoming. I just saw myself as a progress because I was reading books, I was doing meditation, I was doing exercise, everything was on time. I was taking care of myself, and I was also doing programming a lot back then. So for me, it felt like I have a certain routine, and I was enjoying that routine because I saw that as a progress, and it was a progress. But then this Mark Mason book came in, and I was like everything shattered. And then when I'm going through that shatter situation, there's a particular person that came into my life, and I started spending a lot of time with that person, and my discipline got fucked. Not that person's fault; it is my fault. I'm the issue. Yeah. And then there is a lot of sunlight coming. So yeah. So there's this particular person that came into my life, and I just started spending time, and not that person's fault. So coming back, and the third thing was this video that happened. So it was kind of a domino effect, and then I got lost in my life till these last 4 days when I actually realized what I have lost in these last 4 to 5 years, and that was totally my fault. I took very bad decisions. I took the wrong job. Money was my concern, so I took what was offered to me. And now, when I see it, I feel I could have been so much better if I would have took certain steps at some point. Because last 4 days I've spent in bed because my mental and physical health is completely gone, destroyed. For that reason, I decided to record this video. Again, no need to watch this. This is 14 minutes of video. You don't need to watch this. Go, please. If you're watching till this point, I don't know what you're doing. Either you love me a lot, or you want to see me break down, or you really care about me. Three things might happen. So the whole point of recording this video is just I wanted to rant myself. So I ranted actually, and I recorded a video where I ranted very badly, and there is no voice recorder in it because there is a setting in OBS Studio where you can monitor the output, but not the output will be muted for your video, and that's what happened sadly. So yeah, there is no output of my audio, and yeah, pretty much that's that. So the whole thing is, I just want to start recording. No, I don't feel alive anymore. Just want to restart my life, and I'm right now having so much physical pain. This pain over here, pain over in my back, and this is all because I have stress. I'm anxious. Like right now, I'm anxious recording this video, and this all came because the job that I'm doing right now. I hate it. Like when I joined it, I loved it. For first 6 months, where I was in paradise. To be honest, I was doing exactly what I wanted to do with my life. Uh, but then things got changed very much, and in last past 3 months have been the worst. So I decided to resign. I did resign. Currently serving my notice period. 1 year I spent for that, and I lost myself. I lost myself into this whole chaos. But I used to work on my discipline. Very disciplined. I was consistent. That was the best thing about me. I was consistent on my discipline. I was working on my personality, so many things. I used to like take care of my face. I used to shower 3 times a day. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, I used to do that. So I think because I read it somewhere, um, that billionaires shower a lot. I don't know where I read this. I read that. I was doing no fap. Yeah, I'm fapping right now. I do fap because of this stress. There's no escape, and that is the best escape I have right now. And I'm dealing with it. I have zero shame when I say this. So I'm dealing with it. Man, what bothers me the most is the fact that somebody will see this video and they will just try to destroy my life again, which happened. And people love destroying my life. I don't know why. They just love destroying my life. Like whenever I put some content out there, it is scrutinized every time, badly scrutinized. There is no constructive criticism. If there was a constructive criticism, I would have appreciated it. But it's not like that. There are not people out there who don't give me constructive. There are a lot of people who give me constructive criticism when it comes to my content. But now when I have my podcast also, I got decent views. I never worked on it anymore. I stopped working on it. Could have been so much better. Could have been so much better. What did I do about my life? Just wasted it. And now I have to constantly fear and constantly look at my life, particularly when it comes to this job. I hate it. I don't want to work. And I have physical pain in me right now, a lot of physical pain. Mentally, I am completely stressed, exhausted, and it has finally started to affect my um, health completely. Like, I have back pain, I have uh, neck pain, and I sometimes feel there is pain in my knee. Constantly I'm anxious and I'm just done dealing with this. I just want to fix my life and fix it properly. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I really don't know. Really how I'm gonna. All I know is I'm gonna do that for sure. So I want to fix this as soon as possible. Get back on a track of my life. Just be disciplined, read more books, study more hacking, study more cinematography, filmography, implement whatever I learn. And I want to document everything. This is my personal diary. So I'm going to call it as journal entry or journal log. Journal log. So this is journal log 1 on 6/6/25. So 6th of June 2025. This is the day I try to fix my life.